All right, y'all. What's going on YouTube? This is Chris coming to you with my top 8 Ultimate Time Wizard YCS Providence DEI Dragon deck profile. A lot of you know I made a video with Frazier back in June just featuring the deck, but I never got an opportunity to showcase it for myself, so I'm bringing that to you guys today. Shout out to Frazier. Shout out to I'm Nerd. Shout out to all my friends that helped me with the deck. Ryan, Mickey Wolfong, Panda, Nick, Pizza, Mike Kelly, Omar, Mr. Will, my friends and family, the locals at Superstar Gaming and Critical Hit Gaming. Just shout out to everybody. I'm gonna break down this list. As you can see, we got one Gale, in Edison format. I look at Gale. A lot of you guys who have played modern or advanced format Yu-Gi-Oh, Gale is like a that 2600 dinosaur guy. I can't think of his name right now. You special summon him and then he can swing over a monster, or you can use the effect to attribute him and pop something. Gale is a kind of a lot like that in Edison, so it's gonna come out in halves at anything in the format. So if it's coming out against like a Caius, it's gonna half it, swing over, half Stardust. Technically, even half in Gores puts it at 1350, so a lot of other things can climb over it. It itself can't climb over it, but it's pretty good for that. It's also a good monster to, if you get to your brain control, you take your opponent's monster. Everything in Edison is basically a majority of it is level 4, so you can make synchro plays with it. Not a whole lot more to it. That's the reason why you play Gale. It's also a dog target because we play Dad. Two Caius. Originally, when I first made this list, there was hamsters in the list. I'll talk about why hamsters no longer in the list a little bit later, but you play two Caius. It's the best monster in Edison format. This card technically probably is better than majority of the synchros, even, to be quite honest with you. This is like the face of Edison. So two Caius, Card Trooper. You want to get the engine going by milling. So Card Trooper is really good. Chaos Sorcerer. I don't think any explanations needed for this card. Dark Arm Dragon. I don't think any explanations needed for this card. Dandelion. This is what really took the deck to another level for me and for a lot of people who saw it, was playing Dandelion. Obviously, the tokens that it leaves behind are good for tribute fodder for your Caius, but also because you get two of them, it's really good tribute fodder if you have Red MD in your hand. One of the deck's biggest weaknesses is defense. As you can see, the deck only plays 7 traps. So when I built the deck, I built it with Dandelion in mind because you can bring back Dandelion off of Debris Dragon and Black Rose the board, which is really good against like a dupe block because the interaction will cause Black Rose Dragon to be Chainlink 2. I'm sorry, the Dandelion to be Chainlink 1 and the Black Rose Dragon to be Chainlink 2. Black Rose destroy 2 dupe frogs if you're dupe blocked, and then the Dandelion will still trigger, which will make the dupe block miss timing. So in the frog matchup specifically, that's really strong. In most other matchups, anytime you get the Black Rose, your opponent and end up with 2 tokens is really strong. Debris Dragon. Not only is this card a dragon, it's a tuner, so you can go one card, summon Debris, bring back a Raikou, bring back Spirit Reaper, bring back Dandy, bring back Card Trooper, and like I said before, you get your Black Rose plays. It's just a really strong card. I've played Disaster Dragon. I've played different iterations of different dragon decks. This is by far my favorite one, mostly because of the utility of Debris Dragon. I've always said if you can put like the ability to synchro in a dragon deck, I think the dragons would be an even better deck in the format, and so that's what I tried to do when I created this deck. Gores, self-explanatory. Quackimero Draco. This is probably the best dragon in Edison. It's probably the best level 4 dragon in Edison because it just stops, I would say, at least half the format from special summoning. Half the format is Vayu Turbo, Black Wings, Light Sworns, or Twilight decks. Any one of those decks that try to special summon light and dark monsters. Another one is the hero deck that summons plasma. You can't special summon plasma. You can't special summon light or darks while Drago's on the board. So Drago's like really really strong. One of my favorite dragons. Lala, self-explanatory. Plague. It's just a tuner. It's just a really good level 2 tuner. It's the only reason it's in the deck, and it's dark. Prime material. This is such an underrated card. A lot of people don't know what it does, and if they do know by now, they forget when he's on the board. A lot of times I'll play against somebody playing burn, and when I play against these burn players, they don't know that once Prime material hits the board, they absolutely have to get rid of it, or they'll lose the game because they can't burn you. Every time they try to burn you, you increase your life points instead, and then it has protection against destruction like Stardust Dragon, except it doesn't tribute it. It sends a card to the graveyard. Radom D, this is the best monster in the deck. Wyvern, this revives your Radom Ds. This is the reason why people hate Future Fusion, because you activate Future Fusion, send Wyverns and Radom Ds, and then you just get the Radom Ds for free, basically. Raikou, in case you don't hit Future Fusion, your Raikou is just there to clean up resources from your opponent and mill cards from your deck. And in Spirit Reaper, I played this because it's a dark monster, it's a debris target, and it can kind of stall you if you open slow. Same idea as Dandelion. I said this in the video with Frazier. This deck is pretty weak to GBs and also Blackwings. In my opinion, at the time, Spirit Reaper didn't help that matchup, but it's already a bad matchup. So the deck sometimes needed the defense. It needed to stall. So I thought it was good enough to play. Today, I don't know if I would keep playing Spirit Reaper, but it did well. It did what I needed it to do for me to go undefeated that day. Brain control, self-explanatory. Charge to search out that engine, and it also mills for you, so it's really good for that. Foolish Burial, in case you want to see Dandelion early, or if you need to put a light monster in the graveyard for Chaos Sorcerer, if you need a third dark for Dad, if you want to send Prime material for Radom D or Drago for Radom D. Future Fusion, self-explanatory. This is the best card in the deck, hands down. Gold Sark to get the Future Fusion or Brain Control or Dad. Or if you already have them and you're afraid your opponent has like Royal Oppression or a back row to stop it, you get your heavy, your MST. Call it a Haunted, self-explanatory. You're normally going to bring back Radom D with this, but you know it brings back anything in the grave. Karma Cut. I really, 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 really like this. When I first made the deck, it was Raigeki Break for those of you who don't know. But for me, when I was testing this, a lot of times I was playing against, I don't know, Blackwings, Frogs, and what would happen for me was the Raigeki Break could pop a Frog or a Blackwing, but what would happen is they would like summon. If I was playing against Blackwings, they would summon the Blizzard, bring back the monster I just popped, and it just didn't feel good. It does. Raigeki Break obviously has the versatility that it can hit back row. But I have what? We're looking at MST heavy 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Technically, Caius is 7, 8. So you have 8 ways to interact with back row. Dad, if you count it, 9, and then black row is 10. So you have a bunch of ways you can interrupt back row. And then specifically Lala, heavy, MST. So you have 3 other interactions with back row that's specific to back row. So I didn't feel like I needed it. Karma Cut came in really good, really clutch. A lot of these cards can also interact with monsters, but being able to banish monsters came up so many times, which is why we ended up playing Karma Cut in the main. And as I stated before, there was a guy I played that was playing Hero Frogs in game 1. I'm not sure this was the best play. I don't remember verbatim today, but he ended up sending a Treeborn Frog to the grave while he already had one in the grave. So I want to say it was early in the game he brought back that Treeborn, and I Karma Cutted the Treeborn and banished both of them, and it made it really difficult for him. Which a lot of you, if you don't know, Hero Frogs is a bad matchup for this deck specifically, but because he did that, he put himself in a really bad spot game 1, and then game 2 and game 3, the Frog decks have a hard time with side deck cards. So that's how you beat them, and that's how I beat that matchup. I think Mirror Force, Return, and Torrential are all self-explanatory. Trap Dust Shoot also self-explanatory. We're gonna get into the side deck. Machines can be difficult if you don't open engine. Machines can grind very well with dragon decks, so we always play Cyber Dragon and 2 Chimera. DD Crow, it's probably the best card in the side deck. It's probably the most consistent card you can put in the side deck. The second Drago, I really wanted to fit a third for that tournament. Didn't need it. Didn't end up needing it, so it doesn't matter. But I wanted to play a third, and moving forward, I would have probably played 3 Drago. Vortex is a lot of people, once they see what you're on, specifically like Vayu Turbo or one of those light or dark decks, they're going to try to rush out their light and dark monsters. And so for that, you want to be able to sweep the board and then drop Drago, and you can normally just walk them down with Drago. Mind Control, it's good against so many matchups. I don't think there's any explanation needed. You're going to steal somebody's dragon and banish their dragon and summon Raid D. 2 Bottomless Trap Holes is just good against GBs and Blackwings. Pulling the Rug. This deck sets a lot, so because of that, you want to have Pulling the Rug against a Kaius, against a Raza, against one of those Monarchs, or anything that activates on summon. Pulling the Rug was good. Raigeki Break. I'm normally swapping breaks for Karma Cuts. We'll do another video where I talk about side deck strategy specifically, but when I build my side deck for any one of my dragon decks, there's a strategy to knowing, okay, I'm siding these out for this, and that's the case here. We're siding 2 Raigeki Breaks because we're maining 2 Karma Cut. And then Threaten and Roar, very similar thing. Side deck strategy, we'll talk about that another time. And then the extra deck, 2 Fortress Dragon, 5 hit, Catastor, Ancient Fairy, Black Rose, Brio, Colossal Fighter, Dark End, Goyo, Iron Chain. This is probably the easiest thing to make off of Debris. Bring back Raikou. Red Dragon Archfiend, Stardust. Stardust is super strong in any one of the dragon decks, especially because it can just be brought back off of Red MD. And when you bring it off of Red MD, it's just like you Synchro Summoned it. It has this entire effect. If you negate something to destroy it, it does come back. It is not like coming off of Starlight Road. Thought Ruler, and I don't think I made this at all during the tournament, but it made it to the extra deck because it's a level 8. And then Trident Dragon. I think I've resolved the OTK with this once during the tournament. It's pretty. I still think it's good. It's worth playing. It's also the second 3K beater. If you play against like anything that can make something that's 28 or 29, this is really good to deal with it. Trident's really good to deal with it. So guys, that's the deck profile. I'll be uploading content. You'll get to see me play with this deck shortly. I hope you guys enjoy it. Thank you so much, and have a great day. Be safe, be blessed.